kickoff. This is a William Mattar's Friday Night Rivals, a special Thursday night edition as we welcome you to Werner Kleeman Field as the host, the Royal Comets of Rush-Henrietta, taking on the Lil Irish, the defending champions from Aquinas. With Kevin Roche, my name is Gene Battaglia. Fantastic matchup we have here tonight.
No question, a rematch of the AA final from a year ago that Aquinas won. Both teams with coaching changes in the offseason, revamped rosters, but both still contenders in AA.
Yeah, for Aquinas, it's back to the future. Chris Battaglia is once again the head coach, and he always loves to run the football. Jeffrey Logan, our player to watch tonight.
Number 15 is a guy to keep your eye on here tonight. No secret what they want to do. They want him out of the backfield. He's an accomplished runner. He has power and speed at the same time. Had 5 touchdowns in a Week 1 win at St. Michael's. And for Rush-Henrietta, we're keeping a close eye on number 1, Xavier Cox, the transfer from McQuaid, 178 yards receiving in 2 games this season. Cox is just one of the dynamic playmakers pacing this explosive RH offense.
As we take a look at the Ide family of dealerships, keys to the game, Kevin, and really for Aquinas, they want to control this game on the offensive side of the ball.
No doubt about it. Coach Battaglia says he expects a heavy dose of Jeff Logan on the ground for the Little Irish. They want to control that clock. On defense, RH's explosive offense, a major concern. AQ wants to keep everything in front of them and not give up any big plays. For RH on offense, the mantra is everybody eats. They're outscoring opponents 81-17 the first 2 weeks, and they've done it utilizing a number of different weapons. On defense, RH knows they need to find number 15, as we talked about, out of the backfield. They got to tackle him, because if he gets be a night, Royal Comets.
We will have the opening kickoff.
The under $300 payment lives at Bob Johnson Nissan.
Protect your home and family with a new roof from Capteen Contracting. Let our current generation home improvement specialist provide the quality roof your home deserves. Call today or visit CapteenContracting.com. 0% financing available.
When you're in the middle of something special, the last thing you want is to lose power. Enjoy safety, comfort, and the power of those special moments uninterrupted with a Cummins Quiet Connect home standby generator.
You ready?
So you can carry on doing what matters most.
Yes!
Cummins.
Hi, welcome to Ide Volkswagen.
I'm in great hands when the Ide family of dealerships has my car in for service. I can kick back and relax with some amazing coffee and new friends, knowing their expertise will be honest, reliable, and fast. The best part is, it's totally tailored to me and my ride. I'm lucky to have Ide right here in my hometown.
Thank you.
And I wouldn't dream of going anywhere else. It's all about you at Ide VW Service.
Wegmans. Find everyday low prices on family favorites all in one place.
It's a better place to buy a car.
Do you believe that? Yeah, baby! This one is going to be tight. What a thriller!
Only the strong survive.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs, Saturday, September 27th from Kansas at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific.
Make it a night out with Buffalo Plus and Bud Light. Meet our team Thursday, September 25th at Lincoln Hill, or check out our live stream 7 p.m. on the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel.
Week 3 of the Section 5 season begins tonight here at Rush-Henrietta as we take a look at tonight's head coaches. Chris Battaglia is back. He's an Aquinas guy through and through, graduate of Aquinas, and of course, some great teams.
No question, Gene. 1978 grad. He takes over for Mo Jackson, who departed in the offseason. And, of course, with this program, he's been here before. He's won 9 Section 5 titles, 4 New York State titles. On the other side, RH, well, they got a new head coach, too. Bruce Johnson comes over from East, where he was an assistant the last 4 seasons. Johnson played high school football at Gates as a center, bounced around NFL practice squads, Gene, at Philly, San Diego, some time at Arizona, but he could not break through on that 53-man roster, especially in Philly, where he had a guy you might know named Jason Kelsey at that.
It's funny, like they were really high. If you read all the newspaper clippings coming as an undrafted free agent out of Maine that, wait, this Bruce Johnson kid is really, really good, but they just could not latch on with a Kelsey brother in his way, and that's how sometimes it will go. Yeah. As we take a look at tonight's coin toss, it's presented by the Allendale Columbia School. Frankie Burgess, one of the captains for Aquinas. Number 52.
Tails is the call. It is a heads. RH, you have won the toss. What would you like to do? Defer? RH is won, and they will defer to the second half. You guys want the ball? What end do you want to defend? We're defending this. Perfect. Put them down here. You guys get over there. Face each other's. RH is won. They will defer. They will kick. Gentlemen, bring it in. Shake hands. Let's play football.
All right, so that's kind of the status quo these days, that you want the double dip at the end of the first half, opportunity to score, then get the ball in the second half. Rush-Henrietta, let's talk about the Royal Comets, because we were here for week 2, opening up Warner Clean Field last year. Just an outstanding game, pinball basically, back and forth. The Quake comes on top. Some tough losses along the way. Kevin, what turned it around for this program?
Yeah, we were talking to quarterback. You see there, number 11, Brendan Mangoni, and they were 1-6. You know, they lost a close one to Penfield that we also did here last year in overtime. And he said, you know, nothing throughout the season seemed, there was always a problem. Nothing was coming together, whether it was turnovers or costly mistakes or guys jumping offside, taking too many penalties. But those last 3 games, when they won their regular season finale against Pittsburgh, then got in a roll, knock off the top seed Fairport, then go on the road and beat UPrep as well, and get to the championship game against Aquinas. It all came together at the right time of the year, Gino, and that's all that matters in football, of course.
Yeah, and when Mangoni, we'll get to the offense here for Rush-Henrietta, we get the ball, but Cox and Walker, Collins Howard, they have some playmakers, but as we mentioned, Aquinas, certainly some talent as well. Robert Carter is deep back, along with their main man, Jeffrey Logan III. He's number 15 on your screen right now. Beautiful night here. And if you're watching this back, say, years later, this has been a magnificent stretch of weather here in the Rochester area in September 20. game one.
Carter has 2 passes on the year this year, and that's all they've thrown in two games. So heavy dose of the run game here tonight.
3rd down and 6, we'll call it. And depending on this play, perhaps this is 4 down territory. The snap, and here's a pass attempt, a little check down, and, well, not able to set it up. Jeffrey Logan probably should have come up with it, and with that, getting no yardage on 3rd and 6, the punt coming up as we take another look at the stop.
Yeah, you see Logan gets a little twisted up here. Can't extend to make that grab at 4th down for the Little Irish.
Little Irish will send Colby Gleason. He handles the kicking responsibilities, both as the place kicker and the punter. Gets a good snap, and Gleason gets a nice punt off that is going to bounce right out of bounds, and nothing that Kendrick Jackson could do for RH. As we're going to take a look here at the offense of the Royal Comets. Brendan Mangoni, coach's son, knows football, loves football, and in his junior year showing great progress here, Kevin.
And we thought he was fantastic last year, and a couple of times we saw him against Penfield and McQuaid. And he has just exploded this year. 9 total touchdowns, can beat you in the air, can beat you with his legs.
Xavier Cox, one of those receivers. Noah Collins-Howard, 4 touchdowns on the season. We'll get to the Little Irish starting defense. After this 1st and 10 play, they will spot it out of bounds at the 12. Mangoni's dad, the head coach at SUNY Brockport. Getting an opening win over Buff State as the handoff going between the tackles, and then it will be not for much. Wagstaff getting the calls. You take a look at the Little Irish defense. Burgess anchoring the middle. DJ Barclay getting the start at outside linebacker tonight. That's Killian Smith still serving part of the suspension from last week. Smith will come in and play the second half tonight. This is more the new norm, the 4-4. You're seeing a lot of this in Section 5, going with the 4 linebackers. Monty Wagstaff, the single setback, man going into motion. Mangoni takes the snap, and he'll hand it off to Wagstaff. And Wagstaff breaks an arm tackle, but coming in to finish it off, Frankie Burgess, number 52, with the tackle.
Yeah, the senior getting in there, making a nice play on the football. Just wrapping him up right into his belly.
Yeah, I think Wagstaff didn't realize he was running right into him. Chance here for Aquinas to get off the field if we're going to play a field position game here, so to speak. This is 3rd down and 7. Oh, and the Little Irish jump. At least we think they jumped. That was Zion Tall.
We have a dead ball. Encroachment on the defense. 5 yards. Still 3rd down.
Seeing on the other side Brody Lennox flinch just a little bit too. He didn't jump. I'm just wondering if that's Mangoni. Just the inflection there, hard count. What a heady play if that was. And RH is going to pick up the easy 1st down. It's another 1st down presented by the Vinyl Outlet.
Yeah, the experience of the veteran quarterback, if you will, being drawn that offsides.
1st and 10 for opening drive here for RH is week 3 underway here tonight. We can still call this a new facility, right? It's beautiful here.
Beautiful.
RH
did a great job with it.
And they're so hospitable whenever we come up here. And going out of the shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Wagstaff is going to take it now on the right flat. He drops it. That was ever so slightly close to being a lateral, but Kevin, I think indeed it was the correct call. Just forward enough, incomplete. Classic case of Wagstaff just trying to figure out where the blocking was before he caught it.
Yeah, you got to catch that football before you turn up the field. Mangonino will pause.
Allendale Columbia School provides a student-centered, engaging, and safe environment that inspires a love of learning and helps your child discover their potential to make a positive impact on the world. At Allendale Columbia School, we turn passion into purpose and curiosity into curriculum. Learn more about Allendale Columbia School at allendalecolumbia.org. Allendale Columbia, first here, then anywhere.
For the second. Just a great job. Look at the pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys all in there on Carter. and getting the sack.
Well, prior to the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll be selecting the Ide family of dealerships play of the game. And if you have the defense converging at the quarterback and having a party like that, who knows? If this ends up being a defensive battle, we'll keep that one in mind. And this one is not a good punt. And RH is going to be set up with great field position. Fantastic night here. And a little spirit in the stands here tonight as well.
Always great coming here. And, this team, they talked about it this week, only 1-3 in this new stadium last year in its inaugural debut. They want to get some home cooking going this year and improve their home record as well, Gene.
So the ball will actually be at the 31, and golden opportunity here for the Royal Comets. As Mangoni takes the snap, he'll hand it off to Wagstaff. Wagstaff being patient, leaning forward, and helping to break the play up was Michael Martell, a linebacker, but that's still a very healthy gain, down to the 26 for a gain of 5.
Yeah, Rush in great position here with the punt. The short punt giving them great field position. Like you said, it could be the type of game we see here tonight.
Noah Collins-Howard will be on the right side. Monty Wagstaff on your screen there. He is the lone man in the backfield alongside the quarterback. Mangoni. Play clock at 7. Wagstaff goes into motion, faking it that way. Now Mangoni on the design keeper, trying to get around the edge, and Aquinas cuts him down. Good play on the outside by D.J. Barkley. Getting a chance, getting the start tonight, and he holds the edge there, Kevin.
Yeah, tremendous play. You don't want Mangoni. We talked about his ability to run the football and make plays, and just a great job there, keeping him from getting around the edge there and making the tackle. It'll be a 3rd and 7 now for RH.
Yeah, loss of 2 as great play by Barkley to evade the block there of Sanchez. 4 down territory, you figure here for the Royal Comets as Mangoni rolling to his right. Doesn't like it yet, now throws across his body, finds the open man. 1st down and more, getting inside the 15. That is going to be number 5. Kendrick Jackson with the 1st down. That's good enough for a final outlet. 1st down, we're also inside the Tim Hortons red zone.
Yeah, just a great job, Mangoni rolling to the near sideline and just finds him wide open in the middle of the coverage. Great play and a 1st down to the 15 for the Royal Comets.
Boy, that's how deep these guys are on offense. Jackson, you've got Cox, Collins-Howard, Sanchez, Ronan Walker. First time for a team tonight in the Tim Hortons red zone. Here's the pass, the fade pattern left side going for the end zone and just overshooting the aforementioned Noah Collins-Howard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, Coach Bruce Johnson, didn't he tell us on the call, you're going to see something you've never seen before from RH football. We're going to put on a show. And we're about to see that. We're seeing it right now. They've got so many weapons and so many different things they can do on offense.
Mangoni out of the shotgun with Wagstaff right next to him. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Xavier Cox is in the slot to the right. Play clock down to 7. Cox going to motion. Cox gets the call in the end around. Trying to get around. That's Burgess trying to track him down. And Burgess and the rest of the Lil Irish defense, boy, they're showing it. We're not going to let you run to the outside. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, great job stringing that along, moving him towards the sideline, and eventually getting him down. Not allowing a big play there.
52 for a big man moving down that line. Kellen Camp, the safety, coming up to help out. Officially, this is 3rd and 4 at the 15. And RH, they're taking their time when the play clock. Mangoni has it down to 5. There's the snap. Mangoni in the hot, throws left side.
Thinking about upgrading your home's exterior? Now through September 30th, Stellar Roofing is giving you $500 off or 0% financing for 12 months so you can complete your next home exterior project. At Stellar, you get industry-leading craftsmanship with a top-tier warranty. Choose Western New York's premier home exterior company, backed by hundreds of 5-star reviews. When quality counts, call
888-7663 Stellar Roofing.
Proud partner of the Buffalo Bills.
Play action, Carter design keeper, and he's going to be pulled down from behind. No, he got out of it, but he's in trouble. Carter, can he just throw it away, and he's going to go down for a loss. You know, Kevin, if it's one of those read option plays, they can maybe just throw it away there. There wasn't anything there, and Aquinas doesn't go as a sack on the play, but a big loss nonetheless.
Yeah, Ronan Walker, you mentioned earlier, one of the top tacklers on this team in heavy pursuit. After Carter just broke free, they force him to the sideline. But yeah, in that situation, you're going to lose yards. You lose 3 on the play. Just try to throw it away at that point.
Joe Infante had him wrapped up, so give Carter credit for at least breaking that tackle. 3rd down and 13. Lil Irish, a little bit of trouble here. Here's going to be the screenplay set up and turning upfield, breaking a tackle, but then short of the marker. Good, well-designed play, Jeffrey Logan, but this will bring up 4th down.
It'll be the 3rd punt of the night for the Little Irish.
That's Ronan Walker again coming to make that tackle. And you know what? The Little Irish and RH, they're just going to let it go to the quarter. And with that, we will step aside. Week 3 tonight beginning at RH, the Thursday night edition of the law offices of William Mattar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Bob Johnson Automotive Group. Thank you for watching here, all right?
Allendale Columbia School provides a student-centered, engaging, and safe environment that inspires a love of learning and helps your child discover their potential to make a positive impact on the world. At Allendale Columbia School, we turn passion into purpose and curiosity into curriculum. Learn more about Allendale Columbia School at allendaleColumbia.org. Allendale Columbia, first here, then anywhere.
Protect your home and family with a new roof from Capteen Contracting. Let our current generation home improvement specialist provide the quality roof your home deserves. Call today or visit CapteenContracting.com. 0% financing available.
Hi, welcome to Ide Volkswagen.
I'm in great hands when the Ide family of dealerships has my car in for service. I can kick back and relax with some amazing coffee and new friends, knowing their expertise will be honest, reliable, and fast. The best part is, it's totally tailored to me and my ride. I'm lucky to have Ide right here in my hometown. Thank you! And I wouldn't dream of going anywhere else. It's all about you at Ide VW Service.
William Matar has earned a reputation for being a straight shooter.
Because I am a straight shooter.
For winning a lot.
Because we win a lot.
If you're hurt in a car, it matters who you hire.
Hurt in a car, call William Matar.
Do you believe that? Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! This one is going to be tight. What a thriller!
Only the strong survive.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs, Saturday, September 27th from Kansas at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific.
Make it a night out with Buffalo Plus and Bud Light. Meet our team Thursday, September 25th at Lincoln Hill, or check out our live stream 7 p.m. on the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel.
And Aquinas to punt here to begin quarter number 2. This will be their third punt of this game so far. Gleason had a nice one the first time out, last time not so much, and this time it's going to get it close to midfield. It's going to take a nice roll for Aquinas as this will die out at the 43. We should mention the Families Thrive scoring summary for the game so far, and we have the one touchdown set up by a short field. It was the 9-yard touchdown pass from Brandon Mangoni to Amani Wagstaff. That's where we're at right now. And Kevin, RH feeling good here, getting the ball up by 7.
Yeah, had to punt the first 2 drives, then got the short field, capitalized, and of course Mangoni, as we've touched on, he mentioned to us, a lot of guys looking at college in their future. Obviously, he would love to go play for his dad at Brockport. He said it would be sick. So that's what he told us.
As Brandon Mangoni in the pocket, fires right side, and climbing the ladder, coming down with it is going to be number 2, Denzel Sanchez. Denzel Sanchez, good enough for a first down. Cummings Home Power generates that first down.
Yeah, what a throw, and what a catch, going way up, extending and making the grab. Big pickup for RH, and they're back in Little Irish territory.
As that pass going for 27, and it will be Sanchez once again just outside of the 20-yard line. And a little tempo here. Interesting here, right? Picking it up here. Wagstaff in the backfield, Mangoni ready to take the snap. Hurry up offense for RH. Fires right side. He has the man open again. And making a man miss. That's going to be number 5. Second catch tonight for Kendrick Jackson. And that's another final outlet. First down. Also a Cummings Home Power first down here in the second quarter. We're inside the Tim Hortons red zone. Is now that pass to the left side. And it's going to be inside the 10. Touchdown saving tackle made by the Little Irish. That's Barclay coming up with another tackle. The tempo here for RH. They got their foot on the gas. Wagstaff in the backfield. Looking to get in for the second time tonight. And that is pushed right back. Give a shout out there to Joseph DiProspero, defensive tackle.
Yeah, he told us this week his favorite subject, lunch. don't think I've ever heard that before, but we're all thinking it.
Who doesn't like lunch?
Yeah, exactly.
And we got a whistle on the field. Timeout called by the Lil Irish. Almost like they want to kind of break
Catch
the run here, yeah.
Yeah.
So the effort in the trenches tonight, Kevin, that's one of our stops of the game. And during the fourth quarter of tonight's game, we'll be highlighting the school bus stop of the game. I want to remind you, the law in every state requires drivers to always stop for a school bus when they see the stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing.
That big stop there for the Little Irish. All this momentum has swung to Rush-Henrietta. Again, had the short field, led to a touchdown. Here they get the third punt of the night from the Little Irish, and they've already moved it right down the field, and they're facing a 3rd and 1 from the 3. Actually, about the 2.
Bruce Johnson, head coach. 3rd and 1. If you're our age, though, you're thinking 2 plays here.
No
they
question.
did it last time.
And with the dynamic offense we've seen, with so many playmakers and the way he's moving the ball around,
Ronan Walker, Walker's going to line up to the right side here. Maybe he's the lead blocker, number 0. Third and goal from the 1, Mangoni. Claps his hands. The handoff, Wagstaff makes a cut. Wagstaff's not going to make it. Number 75 again, Joseph DiProspero. 4th down.
That looks like there was a little hesitation in the handoff. Mangoni not sure he really wanted to give it to him. Juggled it a little bit and barely able to get a yard on that play.
See if they try to follow Walker's lead. Now it's Cox in the backfield. Does Cox get the call? No, it's going to be a pass back in the end zone, and it's incomplete, just out of reach for Ronan Walker and the Little Irish defense when they needed it most with the goal line stand.
Yeah, what an effort. I mean, you look at that, and that could be a stop of the game right there. I mean, for the AQ defense, the way Henrietta was pushing that ball down the field and to stop them on 4th down. Huge play for that defense.
A Little Irish defense doing its job. The offense has to pick them up now. It's a precarious position. They start this drive technically at their own 2. Trailing here 7-0. And this looks like a very safe formation, as it is going to be on the left side. Football right side. That's going to be taking a look. Oh, that's why. Okay, we couldn't see from our angle. Great camera work, guys, as number 15, Jeffrey Logan, losing the handle. That could have been disastrous.
Yeah, great recovery by Logan just to get it out of the end zone.
And they gained 1 on that play. Jaden Peters, one of those players on the defensive line, number 14, trying to get upfield. And the Little Irish will get it across the 5 and up to the 6. A little bit of breathing room to bring up 3rd down. Third down, and we will call it 7. Keeping it on the ground, and that's going to be short. Had to get to about the 12. They get it just back to the 10, and RH is able to force the 3 and out. Again, that's Logan once again. Pick a player that on the tackle there for RH. Tyler Cleveland, number 53, on the bottom of that pile. Collins, Howard, and Jackson are deep back here. And I'm not sure what is going on here, Kevin. The play clock is down to 5. Aquinas is going to have to burn a timeout here. Or they're just going to let it run down 2-0. And with the timeout, we will take a break as well. Fourth down coming your way next here. It's the law offices of William Mattar's Friday Night Rivals, a Thursday night edition on CW Rochester.
Thinking about upgrading your home's exterior? Now through September 30th, Stellar Roofing is giving you $500 off or 0% financing for 12 months so you can complete your next home exterior project. At Stellar, you get industry-leading craftsmanship with a top-tier warranty. Choose Western New York's premier home exterior company, backed by hundreds of 5-star reviews. When quality counts, call
888-7663 Stellar Roofing.
Proud partner of the Buffalo Bills.
Stay tuned for the Stellar Roofing halftime report as we'll showcase, both of these teams. We'll talk a little bit about that first half highlights if you're just tuning in. Stellar Roofing halftime report coming up here on Friday Night Rivals. Kevin, what was all the hubbub there?
Yeah, it looked like Aquinas showed that they were going to go for it. Rush-Henrietta tried to rush everybody back out defensively because they were thinking punt. And the play clock running down, they ended up calling timeout to get reset here.
Yeah, it was Aquinas getting charged with their second timeout. So they got one remaining. Well, look at this, Kevin. What are they doing on 4th and short? Are they actually going to go for it? They are. They're going for it. And a flag comes down from the back. A tush push that goes all the way up to the 15. But I've got a feeling, Kevin, this is not going to count. Wow. Chris Battaglia showing. Yep, and indeed, it'll be a penalty. Kyle Barker, director, helping us out. That means aiding the runner.
We have aiding the runner on the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Kevin, what you see in the NFL, not necessarily legal here in New York State.
Yeah, you can't do it. You see it every Sunday, especially from the Eagles, sometimes from the Bills. And can't happen in New York State football. 5-yard penalty. Now Aquinas will punt for the 4th time tonight.
Yep, so they give up the 5 yards there. Boy, that would have been pivotal. So it is Collins, Howard, and Jackson deep back. Gleason to punt from his own end zone. Gets it off and not much behind it. That's going to go out of bounds at the 12. It's a 5-yard punt. And RH in business. Starting off this drive in the Little Irish red zone.
Yeah, Zach Earn in there for RH, putting a little pressure. Couldn't tell if he maybe got a fingertip on that or if, again, it just went off the side of his foot. Talking to the coaches about it on the sideline. AQ having some punting issues.
1st and 10, and they'll mark it the 17. Here's the snap. Mangoni looking, end zone, looking for Cox. Diving attempt. Nice timing pattern, just out of reach. Amari Brewer in on the coverage for the Little Irish.
Yeah, we take a look here. Just overshooting him. Oh, gets the right hand on it, but unable to bring it in. Brings up 2nd down.
Once again, we're inside the Tim Hortons red zone. Collins Howard, the receiver, to the far side. Wagstaff goes into motion. Mangoni looking near side, and that's going to be set up. Middle screen going toward the end zone, and into the end zone. Touchdown. Kendrick Jackson with the score for RH. That's another American Custom Exteriors and Interiors touchdown. The Home Improvement Company that cares.
Yeah, 17-yard touchdown for the Royal Comets. Nice play there as they get in the end zone after going for turnover on downs on the previous drive.
For Mangoni, that's his 11th total touchdown here in 2+ games on the season. And he can go for another PAT. Mangoni looking to put it right between those uprights. You betcha. Now, prior to the conclusion of tonight's game, we're going to be selecting the Ide family of dealerships play of the game, and this could be one of them, Kevin.
Yeah, second touchdown pass of the night for Mangoni. Breaking some tackles and getting in the end zone. The Royal Comets now up 14 on the Little Irish.
Martell just a half step late on that, trying to get over in time. To me, really, it's been the field position, the defense and special teams setting up RH with great field position for their offense. So.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. Aquinas now going to get the ball back. Somehow has to get something going offensively. The defense has been out there a lot tonight. They got to try to move the ball and at least get something here on the scoreboard.
With Kevin Roche, my name is Gene Battaglia here tonight. Our director, Kyle Barker. Granted, Kevin, that's me from about 20 years ago, but we're going to, until somebody says otherwise, we're just going to run with it.
Hey, we've heard something this week in our calls with Coach Battaglia. You're an AQ alum. You had him as a teacher.
I had him in 1986. He was a social studies teacher.
He said he wasn't very good back then, so I apologize to you.
That is not true. As that'll be up along the far side. But if anybody wonders, we are here cheering for both sides tonight. The BFNR Fence kickoff, as it's a privilege to do these games in Section 5. And yeah, Derek Anacino coming back with Chris Battaglia. Anacino, the coach prior to Maurice Jackson. Normally you don't see that, but Anacino, an 89 grad, hard to get AQ out of your blood.
Yeah, they wanted to bring some stability back to the program is what they told us this week, and come home. Aquinas is home for them, and they love it.
First and 10 of the 39. And Carter trying to leap a defender, and then Carter, in the end, doesn't get much on the play as he gets sat down. 78, Jameer Stanley James, the nose guard, with the tackle.
Yeah, Rush-Henrietta just getting a lot of guys to the football here tonight. And there just has not been, since that first drive, that really Aquinas was able to move the ball a little bit. They have not been able to consistently do it since.
Two receivers coming to the near side, including Nico Sciano. He's on the near numbers, number 20. Snap. Razzle-dazzle play in progress as this is Brewer. Brewer to the outside. He's got a lead blocker. Brewer, a lot of yardage, and in the end, the gain's 6.
I think, though, if you're Aquinas, you're happy with that. Third down now, 3rd and 4. You know, it puts you in a better position than you've been. You were just backed up in your end zone, couldn't get anything going there. This gives you a little life. Okay, let's try to pick up 4 yards here, keep this drive going, keep the clock going, and keep this game close, and get a drive that leads to some sort of points, Gene.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 4, and this is one of those, all right, you're down by 2 scores, all right, you're going to get the ball to begin the second half. You got to pick this up. Pump fake by Carter. He's going to throw the flat, and then that's going to go for a loss, and then we're going to have a flag on top of it. And it's going to go against the Little Irish. Official right on top of it. Boy, this RH defense just so fast on the play.
Yeah, very impressive.
We have holding on the offense. Declined. 4th down.
Loss of 6 on the play as Logan. Oh yeah, that's pretty obvious. There's a
whole lot of shirt there.
Joey DiPasquale. You know, it's unfair. That's the life of a lineman. You know, we'd like to point out all the good plays, but then sometimes you get called for stuff. Now let's see if Gleason can get a good one off here. Late player coming out here for Little Irish and a whistle, and they're going to have to use their last time out. Flag on the play as they weren't set, actually, so I don't think they got the timeout in time.
I don't think they did, Gene. Coach Battaglia on the other sideline, not very happy right now.
We have a dead ball. Delay of the game on the offense. 5 yards, 4th down.
Everett Burton, number 42, is racing out there at the last second, and it's week 3. Like, those are the plays. Holding plays, PIs, those are the penalties that'll happen time to time, but it's those penalties. As that snap goes high, and that's a great job there by Gleason to get that off, and it's going to take an AQ roll. So Aquinas able to at least flip the field position as that goes down to about the 28-yard line. Rush-Henrietta up by 14. It's the law offices of William Mattar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Bob Johnson Automotive Group.
This is the 2025 Nissan Rogue. With a 12.3-inch touch display, it's the most powerful Rogue ever. And has 225 pound-feet of torque. That's a lot of torque. Go Rogue in the 2025 Nissan Rogue. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. Now get 0% APR for 60 months on select popular models, or get a low $229 per month lease on Rogue.
An incompletion on the middle screen is going to bring up 2nd down and 10. At the 28. And the Lil Irish going with 2 high safeties here, Kevin. As Cox goes into motion, pass comes to the near side, as that's going to go to number 4, Noah Collins-Howard. He spins his way to midfield and more into Aquinas territory, and then he goes 35-30, 25-20. You can bank it. Touchdown! Touchdown! Rush-Henrietta. Big time play, 72 yards for Noah Collins-Howard. Yeah. That's an American Custom Exteriors and Interiors touchdown, the home improvement company that cares.
Yeah, how about it, Gene? The Aquinas transfer with the big play against his former team, his 5th touchdown on the year, and that's a big one. 72 yards to the house on the 2nd play of the drive. Big pickup for the Royal Comets, now up 20.
Aquinas was in the 2 high safeties trying to avert something like that. Did not work with the speed and the maneuverability of Noah Collins-Howard. That's his 5th touchdown of the season. Mangoni trying to stay perfect on the PATs here. Snap down, the kick is up. And another one is through the uprights. Bruce Johnson has to love this, as we'll take one other look at this touchdown.
Yeah, just a tremendous effort. The spin move there breaks 1, 2, 3 tackles. Wow. Some arm tackles in there that Coach Battaglia won't be happy about. And Collins-Howard all the way to the house, 72 yards for the touchdown. A tremendous effort for the former Aquinas player.
Yeah, that is going to be our Families Thrive scoring summary for that last drive. And really the drive, Kevin, it's just one play, 72 yards on that. After the first down incompletion, 2nd one out the door. And as we mentioned, Families Thrive scoring summary. 2 plays, 72 yards.
Yeah, Rush-Henrietta thriving right now on offense, Gene. Really could have been 4 straight scoring drives. Of course, they had the turnover on downs there right at the goal line earlier, but they're putting up points and some big plays along the way as well here.
See if the Lil Irish can get a decent return here, as deep back will be number 15, Jeffrey Logan, along with Robert Carter. It's a BF&R fence kickoff. End over end kick. And that's going to be brought up by Logan. Logan to the far side. Logan makes a cut. Logan still on his feet, breaking another tackle. Oh my goodness, Logan. 25, 20, 15, 10. One man to beat. Touchdown! Touchdown, Lil Irish. That's number 15, Jeffrey Logan. That's an American Custom Exteriors and Interiors touchdown, the home improvement company that cares.
Man, they needed an answer in the biggest way, and they get it from their guy, Jeff Logan, number 15, breaking tackles. We got to take another look at that. What an effort by the young man to take it all the way. His team needed a spark, and Gene, they may have just gotten it, getting him on the board with the long kickoff return for a touchdown.
Jeffrey Logan, yeah, grab yourself a water there, my friend. You have kept the Little Irish in this game, as it will be Colby Gleason to attempt the PAT, but we get a whistle here. Chris Battaglia now retired, but in retirement, Kevin, you can do whatever you want to do, basically. Yeah. You can go back and coach at your alma mater once again.
And we've seen it from a lot of Section 5 coaches. Retired, but maybe still teaching.
Gleason. Extra point is up, and it is good. Wow, you want to talk about a play of the game here. Look at some of the blocking here, too.
Yeah,
for the
right up the left side. Yep. 91 yards on the return. Just a tremendous effort by Jeff Logan.
Wow. You know, the punch out right at the end by number 32, Anthony Valenti. If it happens a few yards earlier, we'd be talking about a different story.
Still hustling, I'm sure. You know, the RH coaching staff appreciates that. Trying to get that ball, jar it loose, make a play, and not give up the touchdown. So putting in that effort on special teams.
Well, the good news here for Jeffrey Logan, he's not necessarily needed on defense. They've got other guys that could do that job. So he's going to have a minute to catch his breath. 21-7 is our score.
And now it falls on the AQ defense. You know, you got the spark you needed. You got on the scoreboard. 14-point game. Still a lot of time in this game here tonight. Now the defense needs to step up and make a play.
First time tonight the Little Irish kicking off. It's the BF&R Fence kickoff once again. As this will be Colby Gleason to let this one rip.
It's been busy tonight.
Gleason getting that one to the far side. That's going to go out of bounds. So the BF&R Fence kickoff resulting, Rush-Henrietta getting some good field position. You don't normally see kickers, Kevin, at 6'7". 6'7" for Colby Gleason.
I think a couple of years ago, refresh my memory, the kicker from Pittsford was tall, ended up going Division I. Can't think of his name, but he was tall, he was big, he could sky the ball from distance.
Matt Prater, I'll just say he's my height. So the procedure call, and they'll add it right at the end. Yeah, so that's the flag. You throw the flag down, it goes out. So 40-yard line, and RH has been beneficiary of some great field position.
I got to think Gleason's on that basketball team over there as well.
At
that height, or they're going to find him if he's not.
Mangoni takes the snap, handing off to Wagstaff. Wagstaff, and it wrapped up. And trying to rake that ball out was number 11, C.J. Flaherty. But Frankie Burgess, who we will talk about in our Scholar Athlete segment coming up the half. Frankie Burgess, number 52, with the stop. Gain of 1 on the play. RH, they are just taking the play clock down here. Middle screen set up beautifully. Wagstaff, but then reading it last second to prevent a bigger play was Frankie Burgess, at least preventing the first down. That's going to get positive yardage, say about a gain of 7 to bring up 3rd and short.
Yeah, great play there by Burgess. Make this a 3rd and short for RH.
3rd down and 2. Do they keep it on the ground? Mangoni takes the snap, throws right side, has a man. That's going to be caught and then hits. Ooh, Sanchez absorbing that hit, and he gets up. That's good enough for a 1st down. Cummings home power generating that 1st down. Ball at the 45 and
gets popped there.
Yeah,
Robert Carter. Able to hang on and get the 1st down, though.
At the 45, 1st and 10 at the 45 is Mangoni keeping it on the ground, and a flag coming down for the far side. Not much on this play, so haven't had too many penalties here tonight. And this will be blown dead and mark it back 5.
We have an illegal formation on the offense. 5 men in the backfield. 5 yards, 1st down.
So 5 men in the backfield. Illegal formation to call. Well, ball resting right on that 50-yard line here at Warner Kleeman Field. One of my memories from last year, Kevin, doing that game against McQuaid, just back and forth and back and forth. And a few minutes left in regulation, all of a sudden the lights go out.
Yeah, we were in the dark, 10 o'clock.
Mike Danger at that time said, yeah, it's on a timer. Like, that's right. Nobody forgot to turn off the timer. Now, see, this is my fault after I said, hey, we've had relatively few flags. We're going to get another one, and this is going to go against RH.
We have holding on the offense, 10 yards, still 1st down.
Yeah, that's going to be Sanchez getting up high there. Denzel Sanchez, number 2. Four wide receivers, 1st and 25 now the down and distance, and here's the snap, and Mangoni picks it up on the fly, busted play, trying to make it, batted up into the air, and nearly intercepted. A diving attempt by Frankie Burgess off that deflection. Clock stops with 1:32 remaining, bringing up 2nd down and long.
Yeah, Mangoni fortunate to pick the ball up after mishandling the snap here. Should have just tried to throw it away. Very dangerous play there. That would have given Aquinas some big-time life if it was a turnover. Rush-Henrietta fortunate that it was incomplete.
Cap is off for Chris Battaglia. 2nd down and 25. Got to get it to the Aquinas 45 for a 1st down. Mangoni, only 3 rushers here, setting up the screen, and good play there, reading that, shedding his block. C.J. Flaherty making the tackle on number 5, Jackson. Aquinas with the 1 timeout remaining. They're not going to use it here on 3rd down 25 coming up. Maybe a gain of 1 on that. They'll give them 3rd and 24. And you better believe RH is going to bleed every second they can. Play clock at 10. And Mangoni looking back. Play clock at 4, 3, 2. There's the snap. Mangoni rolling to his right. He's going to chuck it deep downfield. Has a man open, and he misses him. Oh, springing free was Denzel Sanchez, but Kevin, hard to see on that one. Sanchez finding the open area. Mangoni was thinking he was going to cut it upfield.
Yeah, a tough break there for Rush-Henrietta. That would have been 6. Because there was no one between Sanchez and the end zone.
That is 6 if that is in stride. Now, if I'm RH, it's their first punt by Mangoni tonight. I'm not kicking this at all in the field. Just kick it out of bounds. Yeah. Don't even risk this. Only touchdown tonight for the Lil Irish coming on special teams on a kickoff return, but it's a good boot. That is a very good boot. And sometimes they say I'll kick the coverage. It's Carter trying to cut it up the middle. Carter, look at this. Carter getting it across in 45 and near midfield. And the Lil Irish a little bit of a chance with 24 seconds remaining in the half.
Yeah, the return game. I mean, a punt return here to midfield. And they just already had the Jeff Logan kickoff return for a touchdown. So special teams from the return standpoint, getting the job done for the Lil Irish with 24.4 seconds remaining here in the first half. One timeout remaining for the Lil Irish. See if they can get something here.
Valenti with the special teams tackle for the Royal Comets. And it's not the Lil Irish forte to push it through the air, but let's see what happens here. As on the far side, Nico Sciano, along with Amari Brewer. Logan in the backfield, dropped, and in trouble, and having to eat it there was Robert Carter. And the Lil Irish are not using their last time out.
Gene, we've seen that a lot here tonight. Mishandling snaps on both sides of the football. Aquinas fortunate to retain possession, but this is going to bring us to the end of the half.
Yeah, so Aquinas is just going to let it run out. It'll be RH to get the ball to begin quarter number 3. And for the home team here, Kevin, boy, this is about as well as you could have hoped for.
No question. I think that Bruce Johnson is very pleased with his team's performance here tonight. Just a tremendous effort offensively. If there's one thing that I'm sure he's not pleased about is obviously the kickoff return from Jeff Logan, but they've done it in all 3 phases for the most part here tonight in the first half.
So Bruce Johnson going to over and talk to his team. Yep. As Coach Johnson is now with us. Coach.
Turn up.
Yep. See, Coach, do you have us?
Yes, I have it.
Great. Coach, your thoughts here, leading 21-7. Really special teams defense, giving your team some good field position here so far tonight.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we definitely left some points off the board right there. I mean, we should be up by at least 2 more touchdowns. We just got to come out in the second half, clean things up, and I think we'll be fine. Obviously we got to definitely clean up the special teams. Number 15 back there, Jeff Logan, is a special player, so we got to make sure we tackle that guy.
Dan, you've been tackling them defensively, Coach. Talk about your defense and just being able to shut down them offensively.
Defense is playing lights out right now. Offense has to respond to that. We got to play a complete game of football, and that's offense, defense, and special teams. So we just got to make sure we come out in the second half, clean everything up, and obviously when we get in the red zone, we got to score.
Coach, thanks for having us out here tonight. Go get them. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep. It's Bruce Johnson, head coach for the Royal Comets. We will have the Stellar Roofing halftime report coming your way next here on CW Rochester.
Allendale Columbia School provides a student-centered, engaging, and safe environment that inspires a love of learning and helps your child discover their potential to make a positive impact on the world. At Allendale Columbia School, we turn passion into purpose and curiosity into curriculum. Learn more about Allendale Columbia School at allendalecolumbia.org. Allendale Columbia, first here, then anywhere.
Accidents happen without warning. In these challenging situations, you're not alone. The Barnes firm has helped many of your friends and neighbors get through difficult times. We fight the insurance company so you can focus on getting better. The team at the Barnes firm will ensure you never feel alone. If you've been injured and need help, call the Barnes firm today at 1-800-8-MILLION.
The Barnes Firm. Injury attorneys. Call 1-800-8-MILLION.
What is power? Is it control? Is it freedom? Or is it something primal? Maybe the better question is, how much of it can you handle? In every GMC Sierra EV.
Act now to get $7,500 EV federal tax credit. Use it to get this low mileage lease on the Sierra EV Elevation for around $599 per month.
the strong survive.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs, Saturday, September 27th from Kansas at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific.
Make it a night out with Buffalo Plus and Bud Light. Meet our team Thursday, September 25th at Lincoln Hill, or check out our live stream 7 p.m. on the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel.
Welcome back to Friday Night Rivals of the Thursday night edition and the Stellar Roofing halftime report, where we have the Royal Comets leading the Lil Irish 21-7. Time now to introduce you to this week's Scholar Athletes. Frankie Burgess is this year's nominee from Aquinas. Frankie is captain of last year's Section 5 and Regional Championship football team. Frankie is the recipient of multiple scholarships, and he's active as a community volunteer, which includes serving as an organizer for a holiday blanket drive. Eve Richards is Rush-Henrietta's Scholar Athlete selection. Eve plays varsity volleyball and is a member of the track and field team. As a lover of horses, Eve volunteers at the Equa Center by supporting equine training for veterans and people with disabilities. The Scholar Athlete program recognizes students who achieve both on and off the field. At the end of the season, one winner will be selected to receive a $5,000 scholarship to the school of their choice. We will have some highlights coming your way next as we are at the half. The Stellar Roofing halftime report continuing on tonight from Warner Kleeneman Field here. It's the law offices of William Mattar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Bob Johnson Automotive Group here on CW Rochester.
Thinking maybe welcome to Ide Volkswagen.
I'm in great hands when the Ide family of dealerships has my car in for service. I can kick back and relax with some amazing coffee and new friends, knowing their expertise will be honest, reliable, and fast. The best part is, it's totally tailored to me and my ride. I'm lucky to have Ide right here in my hometown. Thank you! And I wouldn't dream of going anywhere else. It's all about you at Ide VW Service.
Colin, smile over here.
Colin the plumber, you just finished a tough plumbing job. How'd you pull off the win?
Man, that clog was a monster. Toilet paper, roots, wipes, you name it. It was in that line. Defense came out pretty strong, but we had a great offensive plan. Busted out the camera. We even had to break out the hydrojetter just to put a little bit more pressure on it. Most other plumbing companies would have fumbled, but for us, every day is game day. We don't fold under pressure. We're just the best in the biz. True, 24/7 service. Colin the plumber.
When it comes to home improvements, you need a company you can trust. That's why I turn to American Custom. They're honest, affordable, and always get the job done right. Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, or remodeling, American Custom has the expertise to transform your home using solid materials to make everything look brand new. American Custom is your trusted partner for all your home improvement needs. Call American today for a free estimate.
Design you feel in every detail. Technology as innovative as it is effortless. These are luxuries you don't have to wait for. This is Buick now. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR on a 2025 Buick Envista. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get an Envista Preferred for under $25,000.
RH back in their own locker room, and the Lil Irish huddling up here in the end zone to our right, 21-7. It's going to be the Royal Comets getting the kickoff when we begin the third quarter. We'll have some highlights coming up in a little bit from this game, but you know what? It's a great time right now. Take a look at some highlights, some of the best moments from across the country in our Friday Night Rivals broadcast.
He's got a receiver. He also has a defender near him who comes down with the ball. Interception. No, Rickards caught it. I thought it was picked. No, Rickards caught it.
play fake. De Blasio's rolling to throw. Will launch upfield. Oh, what a catch in traffic. And breaking free is Wyndham. And he dives towards the pylon. Gets in. Touchdown. Wow. How about the effort by Wyndham? The catch in congestion, and then he turns up the sideline and dives to the pylon and scores. Watch this. This was something else right here. There's been some big plays in this game tonight at this rank.
And Gilson is going to throw it outside, and it's intercepted. It is picked off. And this could be a house call. And he dives ahead. Justice Tilla.
Over, looks to pass, got plenty of time. Now here comes the pressure. Going to try to get it to Keel and does. Keel keeps his feet. Look at Keel. Weston Keel's going to keep his feet, and he's going to go 10-5. Touchdown. Bearcats.
Canadian backs got time to throw. It does so. The corner of the end zone. Jump ball. They're going to call a flag on Simmons.
And he caught it.
Did he catch it? They give it to him right here.
And who knows? We've had some big plays here so far tonight. Plays that went over 50 yards. You missed it. We will have them for you coming your way next. It's the law offices of William Attar's Friday Night Rivals, a Thursday night edition on CW Rochester.
Your home, your sanctuary, protected with the perfect fence. At BF&R Fence, we specialize in high-quality commercial and residential fencing that enhances the beauty and security of your landscaping. Whether it's privacy, safety, or simply adding curb appeal, we've got you covered. Durable, custom-built, and designed to last. Give your property an uplifting makeover with BF&R Fence. Contact us today for your free estimate. Your home and business deserve the best.
Thinking about upgrading your home's exterior? Now through September 30th, Stellar Roofing is giving you $500 off or 0% financing for 12 months so you can complete your next home exterior project. At Stellar, you get industry-leading craftsmanship with a top-tier warranty. Choose Western New York's premier home exterior company, backed by hundreds of 5-star reviews. When quality counts, call
888-7663 Stellar Roofing.
Proud partner of the Buffalo Bills.
When you're in the middle of something special, the last thing you want is to lose power. Enjoy safety, comfort, and the power of those special moments uninterrupted with a Cummins Quiet Connect home standby generator.
You ready?
So you can carry on doing what matters most.
Yes!
Cummins.
One is going to be tight. What a thriller!
Only the strong survive.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs, Saturday, September 27th from Kansas at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific.
Make it a night out with Buffalo Plus and Bud Light. Meet our team Thursday, September 25th at Lincoln Hill, or check out our live stream 7 p.m. on the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel.
Some big plays on both sides where our halftime score 21-7. Rush-Henrietta leading Aquinas. And Kevin, your thoughts here, because I think field position for RH certainly is a big factor. And for Aquinas, they've got to figure out, a plan here to get going on offense.
Yeah, offensively, they've got to find some sort of rhythm. Again, that first drive of the game had a little success running the football, but Rush-Henrietta has been all over it since.
Both teams exchanged punts early going, and it'll be RH then coming up and putting together a nice drive. And in the end, it's going to be Wagstaff getting the score, as pushing it over the middle here, getting it down low. And then Wagstaff, 9 yards for the touchdown, 7-0 after the extra point was good.
Yeah, his third touchdown of the season, and the comments were rolling. Big catch there, Gene. Kept the next drive, Rush-Henrietta drive going.
Yeah, and into the end zone, going number 5, Kendrick Jackson, second touchdown pass of the night. And then is one, well, I'm guessing that Aquinas wants to have this one back as some tackling that wasn't up to par, but still a great play nonetheless. 5th touchdown of the season for Noah Collins Howard, and after the extra point, it's 21-0.
Yeah, 72 yards on that play.
But then, not to be outdone, here's a long kickoff return, breaking an arm tackle, breaking the tackle, Ronan Walker, and that's the big man, number 15, Jeffrey Logan, with just enough gas to get it across the goal line.
91 yards, the spark Aquinas needed. They needed to get on the board. He answered big time for the Little Irish.
As we take a look at the stats here,
25 total yards. You circled that right there. A concern, certainly for Aquinas. They haven't been successful passing the ball. That's not what they want to do, but rushing has been an issue as well.
We will take a quick break here. It's the law offices of Willie Matar's Friday Night Rivals on CW Rochester.
Welcome to Ide Volkswagen.
I'm in great hands when the Ide family of dealerships has my car in for service. I can kick back and relax with some amazing coffee and new friends, knowing their expertise will be honest, reliable, and fast. The best part is, it's totally tailored to me and my ride. I'm lucky to have Ide right here in my hometown. Thank you! And I wouldn't dream of going anywhere else. It's all about you at Ide VW Service.
In 30 seconds, this rideshare driver slams on the brakes so he doesn't hit a kid on a bike. We get rear-ended. I'm injured, and I'm going to need a lot of help. I'm calling the Barnes firm.
Injury attorneys, call 1-800-8-million.
Every child deserves a safe, loving home. At Families Thrive, we connect children with the foster and adoptive families who can change their lives forever. On November 1st, join us for the Families Thrive Gala. Together, we'll celebrate the power of family and raise critical funds to support children in need. Get your tickets, make a donation, and help every child find their forever home. Because when families thrive, children thrive.
You're the premier home improvement company in New York. You streamline financing a project.
We offer easy, instant approval financing for all your home improvement needs.
That's what we do. Visit comfortwindows.com and schedule your free estimate today.
What is power? Is it control? Is it freedom? Or is it something primal? Maybe the better question is, how much of it can you handle? In every GMC Sierra EV.
Act now to get $7,500 EV federal tax credit. Use it to get this low mileage lease on the Sierra EV Elevation for around $599 per month.
As we are back here, getting ready for the second half kickoff, it's RH to receive here. And look, if Aquinas can get a stop, Kevin, and then figure out something on offense.
Yeah, I mean that's the key.
Yeah.
They've got to get a stop on this first drive. Rush-Henrietta can't get any more points because we just saw the stat, and you didn't think it was that bad. But 25 total yards in the first half for the Little Irish. Obviously, the punt, the kickoff return, a big play keeping them in this game. But they got to find some way to get going on offense, and we would guess that's on the ground.
Yeah, I think we're going to get ready here because we see both teams kind of getting back on the field here. So I'm not sure if we're going to have time to be joined by head coach Chris Battaglia. But question number one, what did he tell his team here?
Yeah,
you know, like he made it clear to us last year. Defending champs, no. It's a new season here at Aquinas. So.
And he said to us this week, too, you know, after the loss to Fairport at home, 28-7 last Friday night, you know, they just want to get better each and every week. Again, new coaching staff, revamped roster, just like Rush-Henrietta. But it's taken a little longer right now at Aquinas, and they're working through some things.
We're ready for the action here as 12 minutes going up on the board, and
Gene, you know, we're saying that things just haven't developed for Aquinas maybe these last couple weeks. But if anybody can get it fixed, it's Chris Battaglia. You know, a guy that's won 9 Section 5 championships at Aquinas and 4 state titles.
And get into the tournament.
Yeah, that's all that matters, as Rush-Henrietta proved last year.
Yeah, absolutely. If they can peak along the way.
You can be the 8th seed and make noise in AA. Everybody's pretty even, according to all the coaches we've talked to. It's anyone's trophy this year.
As the kickoff presented by BF&R Fence. And we're going to have another flag coming down, second time tonight, that Aquinas has kicked it out of bounds. That'll give RH some good field position.
Did you say something about flags at the end of the second quarter?
That's my fault.
40?
Yep, take it at the 40. You know, at Aquinas' freshman year, they would teach you Latin. Mea culpa. It's a Latin way of saying my bad, Kevin.
Yeah,
so First and 10 at the 40. As Mangoni will look down at his wristband. Wagstaff has a touchdown tonight. He's the single setback. And it's going to be Mangoni pulling it back, trying to get around the boundary and sidestepping a man, which is interesting. DJ Barclay, they said he wasn't going to start the second half. Kevin, I thought he had such a nice half there that he almost earned the time here in the second half.
No question, in on a lot of tackles and had some tremendous plays in that first half, Gene.
So Barkley helping to set the edge there. Loss of 1 on the play. Ronan Walker's going to come off of the field as the extra wide receiver. Will be number 5, Kendrick Jackson. Jackson with a touchdown tonight. He's split to the near side. Wagstaff going into motion, and he's going to take that in the left flat, trying to get around the corner, and nice tackle on the far side. Beautiful tackle by Smith. However, Kevin, what do we have?
We do have a flag. Holding.
So Keelan Smith, who had to sit out that first half, here to help out this Lil Irish defense.
We have a hold on the offense. That penalty is declined. 3rd down.
And, yep.
Just enough to draw the flag. Little grab. Kind of turned him in pursuit of the football.
So Smith coming in to make a play on his second snap of the game. 3rd down and 13. Can RH pick this up? Mangoni throws, checking it down, and stuffing his man, C.J. Flaherty, with the tackle on Nolan Collins-Howard. And the Little Irish forcing the 3 and out to begin the second half.
Yeah, just what they needed defensively. We talked about it at the half just moments ago. They needed their defense to step up and kind of settle this high-powered RH offense down. They get the 3 and out, get their offense the ball back. Now, offense has got to do something, G.
Robert Carter deep back here for the Little Irish. Mangoni, his 3rd punt of the evening. It's a bad snap. He's going to be able to pick it up. Good job by Mangoni to get this off. And what do you know? It's going to go all the way back to the 20. Carter making one man miss, but RH swarming. They got downfield in a hurry.
Yeah, great job there by the special teams unit for RH. They know Carter had a nice return at the end of the second half that put the team at midfield, so they wrapped him up well on that play.
Closed captioning tonight, provided by Colin the Plumber. And thank you to Colin the Plumber and all our sponsors for helping to make tonight's broadcast possible. On the lights tonight at Warner Kleeman Field, year number 2 of this fine new facility. Here in the Rush-Henrietta School District, Sperry High School. Under center. And that is going to be the handoff, but trying to make a man miss and then putting forward. Different look there for Aquinas, not out of the shotgun. Jeffrey Logan with the carry, getting it up for about a gain of 4. Second down and 6. Here's the adjustment, Kevin, having everybody punched up like that. And, well, that flag comes down beforehand, blowing the play dead. One of the officials on the far side pointing in the direction of RH.
We have a dead ball. Encroachment on the defense. 5 yards. Second down.
Well, it starts with 1 first down for Aquinas. This is their opportunity. 2nd and a short 1. Carter under center. Difficult to see from this angle. Handing it off. And I'm not sure Logan got it. Official from the far side coming in.
Could be about a yard short, Gene.
Okay. And we have an Aquinas player that is down on the field. So with that, we will take a quick break. RH leading here 21-7. It's the law offices of William Mattar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Bob Johnson Automotive Group. Here on CW Rochester.
Your home, your sanctuary, protected with the perfect fence. At BF&R Fence, we specialize in high-quality commercial and residential fencing that enhances the beauty and security of your landscaping. Whether it's privacy, safety, or simply adding curb appeal, we've got you covered. Durable, custom-built, and designed to last. Give your property an uplifting makeover with BF&R Fence. Contact us today for your free estimate. Your home and business deserve the best.
Chick Magnet, our proud food sponsor tonight. 2 locations, delicious food. I can vouch for the mac and cheese, Kevin. Thank you for supporting Section 5 football here on CW Rochester. As we take a look at Jeffrey Logan.
Yeah, Gene, it looked like he was trying to stretch out his calf maybe. It is a warm night. Late September as we're getting into it. It was 80 degrees today still. Fairly warm, and probably the mid-70s still. And so we're hoping that it's nothing serious and that he'll get back on the field. But, yeah, we did see him jogging over there a little bit, trying to loosen up his legs a little bit.
So without their top player, not ideal on 3rd and short. They did indeed mark it. Just about a half yard short. They're not even going to measure it, so they're saying it is short.
Yeah, and you wonder if it's a cramp with Logan as he is taking on extra fluids. The staff members from Aquinas are making sure that is happening on the sideline.
Flaherty going to motion. And here's the handoff. And that's going to be good for the first down and more. Smith going ahead. Coming in up to the 41-yard line. A gain of 9. That's good for a vinyl outlet first down.
And just a boost for the offense, you get the first down, you stay on the field, you give your defense a little bit more rest. I know they're coming off a halftime as well, but, they got the big stop. Now you've got to do something here on offense.
1st and 10 at the 41. Aquinas looking to move it into RH territory. But with Smith on the sideline. Here's the throw deep over the middle. Man wide open behind the defense. And getting twisted around. Amari Brewer had a step, couldn't pull it in. Pass incomplete.
Tough break there, Genius. We'll take a look here. Looks like it was behind him a little bit. He tried to turn to make the grab. And, man, if he hit him in stride again, you're looking at maybe 6 right there.
Kevin, if you're on the road and you're not used to how the lights are, it is tough when you're turning up. Sometimes you just can't locate it, and that appeared to be the case there. 2nd and 10. Let's see if they go back to Brewer. But nope, they're going to keep it on the ground. That's not going to go for anything. So Caleb Smith, loss on the play. Back to the 38, a loss of 3. Brennan Spencer, number 59 on your screen. Yeah, Spencer losing his helmet on that play, so he's got to come off for the mandatory 1 play. All right, chance for RH to get off the field here. 3rd down and 13. How quickly things can kind of change on a drive. Burr going into motion, the fake handoff, and this is set up nicely to Smith. Smith getting it ahead. Make that number 4. Yep, Caleb Smith getting it up to the 47. And if you're Chris Battaglia, what do you do? They're showing like they were going to go for it earlier in the game from deep in their own territory.
Yeah, I think at this point, 14-point game, you want to keep your offense on the field as much as possible. But what do I know? Looks like they're going to
yeah. I was going to say it's been kind of an up and down night for Gleason punting the ball. Collins Howard deep back here for the Royal Comets. And Gleason's going to get this one off, and everybody's going to back off. It's going to take a Little Irish roll. Very nice Little Irish roll. Still rolling, and it will die out at about the 12-yard line. So that is what you call, Kevin, flipping the field position.
Yeah, and that's probably what Chris Battaglia is thinking there. Two times they punted, and they weren't the best of punts from Gleason. And Rush-Henrietta had tremendous field position, led to 2 scores. Here, they want to play the field position game. It's still a 14-point game. A lot of time, maybe that defense comes up with their second straight stop, and that's what I think Chris is hoping for.
With Kevin Roche, my name is Gene Battaglia. Kyle Barker, our director tonight, has a 21-7. Kyle, big fan of the school right down the road, RIT here in Henrietta. Hockey season right around the corner. Here's the throw, and then Walker's going to be met. Wow, Ronan Walker with somebody right in his grill is able to hold on. The stick provided there by the safety, Kellen Camp.
Great hit, great catch, Gene, right there. That's tremendous effort on both sides.
Yeah, number 9 for Aquinas. That is a freshman on your screen, and we'll be calling his number the name for years to come. 1st and 10 after the play. And by the way, that's a vinyl outlet first down. The throw deep over the middle, and Walker off his hands, and then he's reaching for his right leg too, but when the ball kind of gets batted up in the air midfield, bad things can sometimes happen. Fortunate for RH, that was incomplete.
Yeah, just a little out of his reach. Got a hand on it. Fortunate that ball hit the ground and wasn't a turnover.
Walker is now on the sideline trying to walk it off. This will be 2nd and 10 at their own 21. Brandon Mangoni looking at his wristband. All right, we get more movement.
Timeout, Rush-Henrietta.
Yeah, so RH will use their first timeout. And we will keep it right here. We want to look at a second here, Kevin. It's 2 games for the price of 1. Just because we're doing a game on Thursday, that doesn't mean we're off on Friday night. And the game in Class A, wow, what a game we have tomorrow night. Canandaigua going to Irondequoit.
It's going to be a scene. Homecoming at Irondequoit. Mm-hmm. We've never gone to Irondequoit or had the Eagles on Friday Night Rivals, so we're looking forward to that. We've seen Canandaigua over the years. Talked to them this week. A brand new offense we're going to see tomorrow. Yeah. The flex bone triple option. And boy, has it worked the first 2 weeks. They installed it in the wintertime. Coach Welch talking to us about, the programs maybe he got the idea from. He's from Section 4. His dad, of course, coached it at the college back when I was there. And, of course, Jeff played there. And, they went down to Maine Endwell and talked to a very successful high school program down there in the Southern Tier. Obviously, Springfield College also running it, Navy, Army. So it's something that we're going to see tomorrow night in a battle of 2-0 in Class A. Class A is probably the best class in Section 5.
I think it comes down to, Kevin, for Irondequoit's defense, it's impossible to replicate in practice. Yeah. It really is. So can they limit those mistakes?
And be disciplined.
Yeah, as the handoff will go inside. Interesting call there after the timeout, going to Wagstaff. Aquinas was ready for it. Burgess clogging up that middle with Eli Burnett. Burnett coming from the backside. Yeah, more than one man to the ball there. We're past the midway point here of quarter number 3.
Yeah, Frankie Burgess having a big night tonight. Also plays basketball and lacrosse for the Little Irish. Said he wants to study law. Looking at a bright future ahead for him.
Yeah, involved in the community. Was our Scholar Athlete nominee at the half, if you missed that. Here's going to be our snap. Mangoni has a man wide open on the near side. Collins Howard says, yes, give me the ball. Then, he can't hold on in the end. As picking that up right at the end was DJ Barclay. And, that's that's Collins Howard saying, dapping up the next teammate of his.
Yeah, and, Mangoni, we talked about it all night, so many different weapons. He told us the other day, it's so hard to get the ball to everyone because we've got so many guys that can contribute, and there, I don't know if he thought just Collins Howard was standing on the sideline or he was in the game, because we both saw it and pointed at the same time, and it just couldn't connect on that play.
Carter's deep back, and the only points tonight for Aquinas, courtesy of special teams. And that's a bad snap. Mangoni picking that up once again. Does a great job to get that off. Carter could take it on a bounce. He's going to just play it safe here, and that's going to die out at about the 42-yard line. 5:14 remaining here in the third. Aquinas gets the ball back down by 14 here on CW Rochester.
Colin, smile over here.
Colin the plumber, you just finished a tough plumbing job. How'd you pull out the win?
Man, that clog was a monster. Toilet paper, roots, wipes, you name it. It was in that line. Defense came out pretty strong, but we had a great offensive plan. Busted out the camera. We even had to break out the hydrojetter just to put a little bit more pressure on it. Most other plumbing companies would have fumbled, but for us, every day is game day. We don't fold under pressure. We're just the best in the biz. True, 24/7 service. Colin the plumber.
Head coach Bruce Johnson here, setting a standard at RH with his team leading 21-7. A little different dynamic, though, getting a second playmaker back. Keelan Smith getting some yardage on that. At least it gives Aquinas another option here on offense with Jeffrey Logan doing the line share. Logan, you remember, shaking up. He's back out there in the running back position. Lil Irish taking over 1st and 10 at their own 42, down by 14 here in the third quarter. Logan will get the call, and that pile will move forward just for a couple.
Yeah, getting back to Coach Johnson in his first year here at Rush-Henrietta, taking over for Joe Montesano, who had a couple different stints with RH and a lot of success. Won some Section 5 titles back in 07, 2010, 2011. Of course, won the state title, going 13-0 in 2010. Coach Montesano doing well, teaching gym at the high school, Coach Bruce told us this week.
Yeah, doing a great job building this program. And now handing off the baton. As now trying to get around that right side is going to be Smith. Smith keeping his balance. What a run. An angry run by Jeffrey Logan. Logan getting it down to the RH 45. That's good for a run of 12. Good enough for a vinyl outlet first down.
Yeah, Gene, and whatever was ailing him, that took him out of the game. He's certainly, back in there and running full cylinder.
I think if we're going to say a Logan play of the game is kickoff return, but we'll nominate that one as well. The I Family of Dealerships play of the game. We'll have that before the end of the broadcast tonight. 1st and 10 at the 45. Aquinas crossing into RH territory. Miscommunication, and Carter's going to have to just improv. And notice who the handoff was there. That was the Keelan Smith, and I'm not sure if that was the quarterback or the running back, but they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, some confusion in the backfield. Better, and now we've got Carter down.
Yeah, this is the quarterback who trainer's coming over to the far side, right in front of that RH bench.
A smart move on Carter there to keep the football, not try to give it away with all the pressure that was coming in on him from Rush-Henrietta. The wise play, just kind of tuck it and try to move it upfield the best you can.
Robert Carter, a junior, 5'11", 165 for the Lil Irish. Hopefully this is just a cramp and now being helped up here. Oh, Carter's thinking the better of it. And
yeah, look like they're stretching out that left leg a little bit. Coach Battaglia came over to check on his junior quarterback. And he's going to bring over some fluids. You don't want to speculate, but you're thinking, maybe another cramp for one of the AQ players here.
Yeah, for September, weather-wise, I don't think anybody in our town is complaining whatsoever. 70 degrees right now.
Yeah.
70 on September the 18th.
It's like California, I keep saying. It doesn't rain here anymore.
No.
Which meteorologists keep crying about, but we're fine with it. We like it.
Robert Carter, that doesn't look like anything he's going to be able to come back anytime soon from the way he's kind of walking gingerly over, but question for Aquinas, who's going to be taking the snaps
now.
What
do you do, a quarterback?
Yeah.
Now they do list Colby Gleason, who's been doing a lot of the kicking duties here tonight as a quarterback on their roster, Gene. Also Dylan Solkowski listed as a quarterback.
Brendan Speranza is a sophomore, and he's coming in. So the sophomore getting his first snap at the varsity level, the quarterback position. Speranza takes the snap, drops the ball, and puts it on the turf. And luckily for Aquinas, it's recovered C.J. Flaherty. And, yeah, when you get up to this level, everything happens just a little quicker.
Yeah.
A little faster.
And tough. You're coming in, you know, cold, standing on the sideline again, you know, having played all night, and now, you know, coming in and taking a snap. It's tough.
When you have Jaden Peters coming in and looking at you the way he did, yeah, you might be forgiven if you take your eye off the ball. All right, who is at quarterback now?
Jeff Logan.
Okay, so Logan will take the direct snap in a Wildcat sort of formation. Logan trying to get around the right corner. And great job by RH to string that out. That'll bring up fourth down. Yeah, this we can nominate as our stop of the game because with Aquinas driving, this is a good statement by RH. And, hey, the law in every state requires drivers to always stop for school bus when the stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing. Punt once again by the Lil Irish, and getting into it will be Gleason, and that's going to be inside the 20. Return attempts. Flaherty couldn't get it, and they'll be out of bounds. That will go by Jackson. 1:58 remaining. We'll keep it right here in quarter number 3.
And a good sign right here, Gene. I just see him trot out. Robert Carter, the quarterback for Aquinas, also playing defense, and is back out on the field here on the near sideline. Number 1 stretching out.
Well, the question is, do you test that? Are you going right at it if you're RH, or are you just keeping the ball on the ground? Wagstaff in the backfield. Mangoni looking back for the sideline adjustment. Snap. Throw, left side, and they will call it a completion up to the 34. 33, actually. Yeah. That's a good play there by Collins Howard. Second down and 6. The snap. Aquinas bringing pressure, and Mangoni's going to have to eat it. Coming through, Michael Martell, number 13. Aquinas is not going away in this game. Their defense coming up with a big play.
Yeah, Frankie Burgess in there as well. He's been around all the action here tonight for Aquinas. Great defensive play again. They played well so far in the second half defensively.
Chance for Aquinas to get the ball back. It's third down and 16 for RH. Xavier Cox is in the slot to the right. Keep an eye on him on third and long. Mangoni looking back at the sideline. We're going to get a whistle and a timeout.
Yeah, play clock was down to 2.
We have a dead ball. False start.
No.
Here. Third down.
That'll do it.
Yeah, generally. Third down. 3rd and 21. 4 receivers. Mangoni under pressure, evading one man on the run. Is he just going to throw it away? He's buying time. Across his body, climbing the ladder. It's going to be just short of the marker, though, by a few yards. Nice grab climbing the ladder for number 5, Kendrick Jackson. And this will bring us to the end of the third quarter. No points in that third quarter. We go to the fourth. RH leading Aquinas 21-7. It's the law offices of William Attar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Bob Johnson Automotive Group on CW Rochester.
Your home, your sanctuary, protected with the perfect fence. At BF&R Fence, we specialize in high-quality commercial and residential fencing that enhances the beauty and security of your landscaping. Whether it's privacy, safety, or simply adding curb appeal, we've got you covered. Durable, custom built, and designed to last. Give your property an uplifting makeover with BF&R Fence. Contact us today for your free estimate. Your home and business deserve the best.
When you're in the middle of something special, the last thing you want is to lose power. Enjoy safety, comfort, and the power of those special moments uninterrupted with a Cummins Quiet Connect home standby generator.
Are you ready?
So you can carry on doing what matters most.
Yes!
Cummins.
Hey Don, did you know that when a contractor offers you special financing, you're actually paying a fee for that?
I did not realize that.
And that fee actually gets added to your project cost.
All right, so what about these special offers and discounts? Are they for real?
What do you think, Don? At American, we're upfront about your financing options, and we don't play games with deceptive discounts.
Now that sounds good to me.
Only the strong survive.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs, Saturday, September 27th from Kansas at 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific.
Make it a night out with Buffalo Plus and Bud Light. Meet our team Thursday, September 25th at Lincoln Hill, or check out our live stream 7 p.m. on the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel.
Here's the Families Thrive scoring summary for this game, Kevin. Everything happening in the first half. Brandon Mangoni, 3 touchdown passes for RH, and the 91-yard kickoff return by Jeffrey Logan, giving Aquinas their points. Again, brought to you by Families Thrive. RH having to punt the ball on play number 1 here of the fourth quarter, and it's going to be Carter. Carter trying to make a man miss, still on his feet, and in the end, he's going to be wrapped up and brought down by Denzel Sanchez. So Carter will just kind of trot back to get that play, I would assume. Kevin, you trying anything through the air if you're Aquinas, or?
Yeah, I mean, the last drive, they had that great opportunity downfield and just missed it. Whether the receiver had trouble picking up the ball in the lights or, it was thrown maybe just a little bit behind him, but that was the best passing opportunity they've had all night. Maybe a little play action. They don't really put him under center. He's been out of shotgun most of the night, and they just got to get something to get the offense going, and the run game has been hit and miss.
They're going to spot the ball at the 38. Carter is in the backfield. Logan back there, and Logan will get the call. Logan breaks an arm tackle, puts it on the turf. It's out. Was he down? The answer is no. It's RH ball. Jeffrey Logan getting stripped of the ball, and a big takeaway by the Royal Comets. This is our stop of the game possibility. You want to stay tuned toward the end of the broadcast. Always stop for a school bus when the stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing. Not stopping or trying to beat the stop arm puts lives at risk and can result in large fines, points on your license, and a license suspension. We take a break here on CW Rochester.
Thinking about upgrading your home's exterior? Now through September 30th, Stellar Roofing is giving you $500 off or 0% financing for 12 months so you can complete your next home exterior project. At Stellar, you get industry-leading craftsmanship with a top-tier warranty. Choose Western New York's premier home exterior company, backed by hundreds of 5-star reviews. When quality counts, call
888-7663 Stellar Roofing.
Proud partner of the Buffalo Bills.
Closed captioning brought to you tonight by Colin the Plumber. Dominic Thompson up off the field there, and it's going to be ball for RH. After the fumble, here's going to be the handoff going right between the tackles. And a good for a gain of 9, Amani Wagstaff. For the Lil Irish, Kevin, you have the ball, decent field position. Your defense comes up with a big stop. And RH with the first takeaway tonight.
Yeah, it just hasn't been AQ's night tonight. First turnover. And now Rush-Henrietta moving the ball into AQ territory.
Noah Collins Howard, he's got a touchdown tonight. He's on the far boundary. Xavier Cox is in the slot to the right. 2nd down and 2. RH looking for the knockout punch here. Mangoni, a design keeper. Oh, he's got Burgess trying to track him down, and Burgess at least able to string the play out right into the arms of Michael Martell. No gain on the play. The clock will keep rolling. Burgess. Yeah, he'll be coming to a college program soon.
Just always around the football, making plays, shedding blocks rather, and just very disruptive along that defensive line.
3rd down and 2. AQ defense going to be asked again for a stop here. Mangoni clapping his hands. Play action, throws over the middle. Walker comes down with it. Ronan Walker just able to hang on. Tackle made by DJ Barclay. But that's not before a first down, a Cummings Home Power. First down, Cummings Home Power generating another first down.
Yeah, nice grab across the middle. And a big first down for RH. Looking for more.
Ronan Walker, who had to shake off a lower body injury earlier, able to come up big there, and that's how diverse this RH offense is when you have a tight end like that you can go to. Mangoni, the read option, pitching it in front. Martell with the tackle as we are back inside the Tim Hortons red zone.
Mangoni just looks so comfortable, Gene, and it's the one thing I've noticed tonight, and he was last year when we saw him, but the maturity at the quarterback position, he told us this week, as we mentioned, his dad's the head coach at Brockport, coaches the quarterbacks as well, and they talk after every game what he did wrong, what he should improve on, and it's a tremendous asset to have a parent that's a coach and coaches that position as well to help him out.
Yeah, and he's here tonight watching, too. It's, great to have, him locally, certainly, as that will go to the flat to the right side. The Courage Bowl coming up. That's been dominated by Brockport in recent years. Wow. That's a nice play by Cox to keep that play alive and keep that clock moving for RH. Just to bring up 3rd down and 3. Now, Looks like with the play clock winding down, yeah. RH is going to have to burn a timeout here with 8:31 remaining. Tomorrow night we'll be with you from Irondequoit, Canandaigua and Irondequoit. Battle of 2-0 teams, and as we invite you to join us there. Thank you to our sponsor tonight, Chick Magnet. 2 locations, Penfield Road and just a stone's throw away here on West Henrietta Road. Thank you, Chick Magnet. Man on the knee there, that's head coach Chris Battaglia. Another tour of duty here for the Lil Irish. Kevin Roche, my name's Gene Battaglia. Kevin will be heading down here for the post-game following. 3rd down and 3 at the 15. Mangoni takes the snap, plants, throws, knockdown. No, I beg your pardon. It is on the outside. It is complete. That is going to be number 5, Kendrick Jackson. Cummins home power generates another first down. And now the clock not on the side for Aquinas. Wagstaff in the backfield. Mangoni claps his hands. Rolling, throws to the end zone and just out of reach. So they're going to call the penalty. Caleb Smith, number 4 on the coverage. And Carter coaching him up a little bit there.
We have pass interference on the defense. Half the distance to the goal, still first down.
So the playbook wide open here for RH. Kevin, what do you see on this play?
Yeah, he's got his shirt right around the collar, tugs on it a little bit. If he didn't do that and just went after the ball and got his arm out there, I don't think you get that flag.
I'm not sure the ball was catchable, and that's why I think Carter was kind of upset on that one.
Although the official that threw that flag, I don't know if they saw that tug on the jersey from behind.
And, Purchase cutting his man down. I'm thinking that's going to be a touchdown. Probably you were too watching at home, but 52. Frankie Burgess coming up with the tackle on Amani Wagstaff. Clock moving on here. 2nd and goal from about the 1. It's Cox. And we got all sorts of movement here.
Still second down.
All right, so it's going to be against RH.
We have a dead ball. False start on the offense. Second down.
Some different personnel coming in for RH on that play. So 2nd and goal from the 6. As the letters come in, and there's somebody golfing on one of those boards, I can tell from here. So, 3 receivers. Mangoni handing it off, and what a tackle. Reading that, kind of a rumblers. Caleb Smith, number 4. Yeah, you can celebrate that one. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Yeah, very reminiscent here of opportunity RH had in the first half. And Aquinas, if you remember, forced the turnover on downs. Defense still playing, even though they're down by 14 still.
Now, Kevin, if I'm skipping ahead here, if they don't get it, I kick the field goal. Yeah, Mangoni, he's money.
Take the points.
You take
Absolutely.
the points at this point.
Yeah.
So
seal it.
See if they just keep it on the ground here. Mangoni is going to put Wagstaff alongside of him. Takes the snap. Mangoni rolling to his right. Here comes the pressure. Going to evade that pressure to the left side. Mangoni going all the way around. A lot. Flag coming down. This should be holding. So throw toward the end zone is going to be incomplete. I didn't see the exact penalty, Kevin, but when it comes in from the trajectory, it normally that is going to be against the offense, and indeed it is. Something blindside, our truck is telling us. Wow. Interesting. Aquinas wants to back him up, it looks like.
Have a personal foul. Illegal blindside block on the offense. 15 yards. 3rd down.
Oh. Yeah, Ryan Schulenberg. Kevin, it's a tough one to take because the play is busted. Everybody is doing a fire drill here, so to speak. So Aquinas accepting the penalty. 3rd and goal now from the 24. This is really on the edge of field goal territory as maybe RH can just pick up some yardage. Another flag coming down. Here's going to be the throw. And I think this is going to be once again. Boy, you went from having the ball right at the 1. This one's going to be on Jaden Cleveland. Well, does Aquinas get to decline this? Is that the discussion here? Or do you back him up even more? They're going to back him up even more, Kevin.
We have holding on the offense. 10 yards. Still 3rd down.
Hey, we're going to be on. Now it's 3rd in the country mile team.
It's been a drive to forget here for RH. Yeah, the country mile specifically. 3rd and goal from the 34. Aquinas playing their safety some 15 yards off the snap here is Mangoni rolling to his right. Looked like that could have been another block in the back. They don't flag that. Mangoni in trouble throwing across his body and flags everybody in the stands wanting a call. They're not going to get it. Pass broken up by Michael Martell.
Yeah, Mangoni just trying to make something happen there once again, scrambling around, trying to avoid the pressure, and unable to come up with a completion for the Royal Comets.
We are past the midway point of the 4th. You know, if Aquinas gets the stop here, we're going to have to nominate this for school bus stop of the game here. And, yeah, and the field position coming into play here. RH, indeed, is going to punt here. So Mangoni letting that go all the way down to 0, but on the incompletion, the clock was stopped anyway. So
Team on the offense. 4th down.
Kevin, you ever seen anything like this? Like 4th and goal from the 39?
Was it 3rd and what for the Eagles had years ago in that playoff game?
Oh, yeah.
And converted against the
Mangoni,
Packers?
yeah, takes a hide snap. I beg your pardon, Kevin. Sorry to step on you.
No.
That will be inside the 20 and down at the 16-yard line. Aquinas, they're going to get one last shot at this, down by 2 scores with the possession when we come back. The law offices of William Attar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Bob Johnson Automotive Group on CW Rock.
Colin,
Colin, smile over here.
Colin the plumber, you just finished a tough plumbing job. How'd you pull off the win?
Man, that clog was a monster. Toilet paper, roots, wipes, you name it. It was in that line. Defense came out pretty strong, but we had a great offensive plan. Busted out the camera. We even had to break out the hydrojetter just to put a little bit more pressure on it. Most other plumbing companies would have fumbled, but for us, every day is game day. We don't fold under pressure. We're just the best in the biz. True, 24/7 service. Colin the plumber.
Touchdown pass number 3 for Brandon Mangoni, but look at the moves here by Noah Collins-Howard.
Yeah, just tremendous on this play, picking up the 72-yard touchdown. The transfer doing it against his former team and putting the Royal Comets in control. Up at that point, 21-0, now 21-7.
Our thanks to the Ide family of dealerships. Ide, we'd love to earn your business. 1st and 10 at the 16 for the Lil Irish, and this game is not over, not by any stretch. It'll be Smith to start out in the backfield on this play. Receiver to the near boundary is Amari Brewer. And the design keeper by Carter. Carter's got a first down and more. Carter brought down across the 35. Big game there for the Lil Irish, about 21. Cummings home power generates another first down.
And Aquinas going with a little tempo here. Time running short here in the fourth quarter. They need points and they need them fast. Big play there for the Lil Irish.
Jaden Cleveland checking in on the defensive line for RH. 1st and 10 up to the 38. Carter still on his feet, breaks another tackle, and he's going to get positive yardage up to about the 41, a gain of 3.
Yeah, AQ with all 3 timeouts still, but under 5 minutes to go, you want to get something quick here and give yourself a chance late.
Carter rolling. Now it's going to reverse his field. Flag coming down. Good play to get it off. Schiano with his first target tonight will catch it, but I'm thinking this is coming back.
And it is. Holding on Aquinas.
Drive killers, as those have been dropped on the field a lot here in the second half.
We have holding on the offense, 10 yards, 2nd down.
I think Chris Battaglia will look back at the film, and there were some opportunities here tonight, and just mistakes. You know, they've made some mistakes that when they've done something good, it's come back to haunt them with a flag right there.
It goes back to the 32. Four wide receivers and another flag.
We have a dead ball. False start on the offense. 5 yards, 2nd down.
Gene, they're heading the wrong way.
Yeah, I would say, as our friend says, our mutual friend, fatigue is a factor at this point. Yeah, these are just mental mistakes at this point. 2nd down and 23.
And you said it earlier, week 3, you can't have it. You can't have mistakes like this.
Carter takes the snap. Aquinas long down in distance. Carter trying to buy some time. Now he's going to take off. Cox is able to wrap him up. And a flag coming down in the end. I'm wondering if they're going to get something on Cox here.
Yeah, it looked like he grabbed the face mask on the play.
So that would give the Lil Irish 15 on top of that. This brings us down to 4 minutes, and with all these penalties, Kevin, it's taking time off the clock here, too.
At the end of the run, we have a 5-yard face mask. Defense, still 2nd down.
So just 5 yards is. Wow, that's.
He turned his head a little bit there.
Lucky
Gene.
that wasn't more. So that'll make it 2nd down and 9. Clock is rolling as Carter throwing across his body, and that'll be swatted away. Good play there by Joe Infante, number 22. Joe Endrick, his legal first name, but teammates call him Joe. It stops the clock with 3:46 remaining. RH calls the timeout. So 3rd and 9, the down and distance coming up. Kevin's going to go down to the field here in just a little bit. 3rd and 9, and we haven't seen Jeffrey Logan here, so let's see if they... Well, we have made our choice. Let's take a look at the school bus stop of the game. Always stop for a school bus when the stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing. Not stopping or trying to beat the stop arm puts lives at risk and can result in large fines, points on your license, and license suspension.
Our only turnover of the game there, Jeff Logan fumbling. RH with ball in great territory, unable to capitalize on that turnover.
3rd down, Carter throwing. Left side has a man. It's going to be caught. No, it's broken up. Oh, trying to pull it down there for the Little Irish was Jeff Logan. Let's see who gets the break up here.
Looks
for
like
Irish.
Infante. And it is Joendrick Infante. No, I apologize.
No, that's Kavion McKinney Reyes. First time, first time we called McKinney Reyes tonight. And now this is it for Little Irish. Down by 14, 4th down coming up. And they're going to put Jeffrey Logan in the slot to the right here. RH sending 4. Carter trying to step up. Carter trying to buy time. Stepping back. Has not much to throws across his body, and it's incomplete. Couldn't get anything behind it. And the Little Irish turning it over on downs. Aquinas with all their timeouts remaining, Kevin, but this game now feels squarely in the hands of RH.
Yeah, story of the night. Aquinas just unable to get any consistency offensively and unable to pick up the first down and yet another punt.
So I'd expect a lot of Wagstaff and maybe Mangoni keepers here, just keeping the ball on the ground. Aquinas again with all 3 timeouts remaining. They're going to keep one safety up high. It's the proverbial 8 men in the box here as handoff going between the tackles. And Aquinas not using the timeout here. Gain of 2 on that run.
Yeah, Gene, and things don't get easier. Next week, Aquinas has to take on Penfield, another team, 0-2 right now, looking for their first win. They take on McQuaid on Saturday, and then, of course, in 2 weeks, we'll be there for it. Aquinas at McQuaid, the big rivalry game on October 3rd.
Wow, we had the camera on number 4, Caleb Smith, and you just tell there some sort of cramping issue was bothering him, so Canandaigua Irondequoit tomorrow night. I am excited about this one, and hopefully you are too. If you love Section 5 football, first of all, if you can make it out to this game or any other game, do that. Your school would appreciate it. The kids would appreciate it. Coaches would. Families would. Tomorrow night we will be with you. So from Irondequoit, heavyweight fight, Kevin.
No question. IQ even said it to us yesterday. It is their homecoming, but Canandaigua is the standard they set in Class A, and I know Brighton would maybe have something to say about that, but consistently over the years, the Grey Wolves have been one of the teams to beat in Class A, and I know they've split up the divisions this year into A1 and A2, but so far this season, Canandaigua has looked like the real deal, and Irondequoit has been impressive as well. We are looking forward to tomorrow night at Irondequoit.
Yeah, Canandaigua. Not only is it homecoming for Irondequoit, Canandaigua, their fans travel.
Oh, no question.
Their fans do.
Last year at the Dome in Syracuse, we opened up with Canandaigua taking on West Genesee out of Section 3, and many fans there, including Coach Welch's dad, former Ithaca College coach, Mike Welch.
Mike Welch.
He will be in attendance tomorrow night, we're told. He doesn't miss a game.
2nd down and 8 after the injury timeout for the Lil Irish. So they keep the 3 timeouts here. Handoff going between the tackles. Wagstaff, second effort is going to get that first down. Getting it inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line, a gain of 7. Cummings home power generates another first down. And with that, Kevin's going to make his way down to the field, as we're going to be looking to talk to head coach Bruce Johnson and RH, as they're just a couple snaps away from closing this one up. Aquinas opting not to use their timeouts tonight here in the second half. Cox going into motion, and instead it's going to be the handoff inside. Back to the 29, that'll go. Wagstaff getting pulled up. Yeah, all of our scoring came in the first half tonight. In fact, the last touchdown was that 91-yard kickoff return by Jeffrey Logan. Logan with 5 touchdowns week 1. Certainly the playmaker on that Aquinas offense. The big play tonight on special teams. The keeper right between the tackles for Mangoni and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And now the whistle will blow. We get a flag on the play. So it sounds like we're going to have an unsportsmanlike call on the field.
We have a dead ball, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the offense, 15 yards, 3rd down.
Okay, all right, let's see our crew. Well, I guess by the letter of the law, you do have to call that, as Kempe was thrown off the pile. It's inconsequential in terms of what's going to happen here. We're under a minute to go here. 3rd down and long. And he could run the play clock down, run a few seconds on the play, and that'll do it here tonight. As Cox rolling around, the handoff going inside. Wagstaff makes a cut. Wagstaff leaning forward, gets it down to the 33. And that will do it here tonight. As down to 27 seconds remaining, RH going back to the bench. And a rematch of last year's sectional final. It's going to be RH coming out on top here tonight. Our final score from Werner Kleeman Field. The Royal Comets defeating the Lil Irish of Aquinas 21-7. As the final seconds tick away, teams do shake hands here at midfield. We've got our Friday Night Rivals trophy presentation, and even though it's not a Friday night, we certainly have the trophy to hand over to head coach Bruce Johnson and RH for a hard-fought win here tonight. Physical contest, Our post-game show will be coming up next. This is the law offices of Willie Matar's Friday Night Rivals, driven by Bob Johnson Automotive Group on CW Rochester.
Protect your home and family with a new roof from Capteen Contracting. Let our current generation home improvement specialist provide the quality roof your home deserves. Call today or visit CapteenContracting.com. 0% financing available.
When you're the premier home improvement company in New York, exceeding homeowners' expectations is everything.
It's about listening to the homeowner's vision and finding a way to give them the best solution at a great value.
That's what we do. Schedule your free estimate today.
When you're in the middle of something special, the last thing you want is to lose power. Enjoy safety, comfort, and the power of those special moments uninterrupted with a Cummins Quiet Connect home standby generator.
You ready?
So you can carry on doing what matters most.
Yes!
Cummins.
When it comes to home improvements, you need a company you can trust. That's why I turn to American Custom. They're honest, affordable, and always get the job done right. Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, or remodeling, American Custom has the expertise to transform your home using solid materials to make everything look brand new. American Custom is your trusted partner for all your home improvement needs. Call American today for a free estimate.
The National News Desk, unbiased, fact-based news.
The cartel strictly controls who comes across the border.
Choose America's News now.
It doesn't cover all baby foods.
Each weekday morning from the National News Desk.
The National News Desk, weekday morning 6 till 10 on CW Rochester.
Make it a night out with Buffalo Plus and Bud Light. Meet our team Thursday, September 25th at Lincoln Hill, or check out our live stream 7 p.m. on the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel.
Going to get behind head coach Bruce Johnson. You can see Kevin Roche down on the field. He's got the trophy. He's got the microphone. Hard-fought win. Kevin, do you have me? Kevin,
all right.
Kevin, we send it to you, buddy.
All right, Gene, thanks so much here with Coach Bruce Johnson and the victorious Royal Comets, 21-7 here tonight over Aquinas. You avenged the loss last year in the championship game. What does that mean to this group? But more importantly, what does it say about this year's group?
I mean, it means a lot. You know, we went 1-0 this week, but, 24-hour rule, and we're on to the next opponent next week, So we're definitely going to go home and live this one up, celebrate it, come back tomorrow, get back to the drawing board, a little bit sloppy in the second half, so we got a lot of things to clean up.
102-14 over 3 weeks. You've outscored your opponents. What does it say about your offense, and why has it been so dynamic this year?
I mean, the offense is great, but it's only great because we get the ball back so much from the defense. Our defense is playing lights out right now to get us the ball back. We're getting a lot of possessions, running a lot of plays, and that allows us to score. So we just got to keep doing what we're doing.
You told us Jeff Logan for Aquinas was going to be a big guy that you needed to stop, couldn't let him get rolling downhill. Your defense did that job tonight and also forced a turnover. How big were they for you?
That was huge. I mean, we knew, we couldn't let that guy get rolling. He had one big kickoff return. He's very hard to tackle. We knew that going into it, and we just got to continue to get better at tackling going forward.
Well, 3-0, headed to UPrep next Friday night. Congratulations on a Thursday night. Rush-Henrietta, the Friday night rivals champions for tonight. Gene?
Thank you, Kevin. As Brandon Mangoni, 3 touchdown passes tonight to lead RH. And again, they all came in the first half, and the defense putting the clamps down, getting the one takeaway in that second half. All of us would like to take a moment to thank our wonderful sponsor partners, including law offices of Willie Matar, the Bob Johnson Automotive Group, and Stellar Roofing. We'd also like to thank our other great supporters as well, the Vinyl Outlet, Cummins Generator, John Wright Law Firm, BF&R Fence, Tim Hortons, Families Thrive, the Ide Family of Dealerships, American Custom Exteriors and Interiors, Colin the Plumber, and Ellendale Columbia School tomorrow night. Yeah, we're back at it tomorrow night. Arundecoit and Canandaigua. What a showdown in Class A. Homecoming at Arundecoit. Please tune in tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. On behalf of the entire crew here, our director tonight, Kyle Barker, For my partner, Kevin Roche, my name is Gene Battaglia. Congratulations to Rush-Henrietta. The Royal Comets moved to 3-0 on the season with tonight's 21-7 win over Aquinas. You've been watching the William Mattar Friday Night Rivals broadcast right here on CW Rochester. Have a good night, everyone.
Protect your home and family with a new roof from Capteen Contracting. Let our current generation home improvement specialist provide the quality roof your home deserves. Call today or visit CapteenContracting.com. 0% financing available.
Colin, smile over here. Colin the plumber, you just finished a tough plumbing job. How'd you pull off the win?
Man, that clog was a monster. Toilet paper, roots, wipes, you name it. It was in that line. Defense came out pretty strong, but we had a great offensive plan. Busted out the camera. We even had to break out the hydrojetter just to put a little bit more pressure on it. Most other plumbing companies would have fumbled, but for us, every day is game day. We don't fold under pressure. We're just the best in the biz. True, 24/7 service. Colin the plumber.
The pain in my feet was excruciating. And then all of a sudden, I just get these arch supports and I'm just able to get out of bed and do my normal activity without any pain. It changed my life.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
The trucks roll in, the grills fire up, and folding tables everywhere brace for impact. Bob Johnson Buick GMC knows tailgate season better than anybody. Lease a lot-ready four-wheel drive GMC Sierra Elevation, $299 a month. Football season is here, and Bob Johnson Buick GMC has the tailgate to get you in the game. We are professional grade. Who's ready?
Bob Johnson. Stellar Roofing.
Ready to start a career with high income potential? If you're a self-starter and highly motivated, Stellar Roofing has a position for you. We're hiring for in-field lead generation specialists for the greater Rochester area. This opportunity comes with uncapped commissions with significant growth potential. Be a part of New York State's fastest growing home exterior company, Stellar Roofing. Scan the QR code and apply today.
You're watching CW Rochester.